On promoting business growth, building community, and advocating for the sustainable economic success of the Greater Clinton region. Grow Clinton This Morning, a program in partnership with KROS.
Well, we welcome into the studio Lesley. She handles the tourism end of Grow Clinton. Now, you do have a title, though, right, Lesley?
I do. Director of Placemaking and Tourism.
Okay, that was it. I knew you had a title.
It's a long one now.
Yes. So we got some events coming up.
We do. So this Thursday night is the Haunted Wine Walk in downtown Clinton. So it's 5 to 7 p.m. A lot of the businesses have different drink, not really specials, but drink surprises, I guess, let's say, and different specials in the store and discounts. And of course, costumes are welcome. I had some really fun pictures from it last year that I've been using in several of my print advertisements. So hopefully we'll get some more of those this year.
We've got Lou of Deja Vu coming in Thursday morning to talk all about that event. So again, it'll be this Thursday, 5 o'clock right downtown.
Right, and I think they have a costume contest tied into it. It's either costumes or decorating. I'm not sure. She'll tell you about it. I'm positive.
Looking forward to that. So what else do we got coming up?
Well, then over the weekend, next Saturday, I believe, is that the 21st? Is that Saturday?
Well, let's take a look at the calendar. Yes, it is.
All right. So that is Trunk or Treat out at the airport. And so everyone's welcome. Come out there. People will be set out. And it's a fun, different type of location to be at for a trunk or treat. You get to go out there. And then next week, of course, kick off a lot of the different, the downtown, 2 different downtown trick-or-treats, the Treat Street. So all of those different opportunities to get out there and beg for some candy.
Yeah, I know Trunk and Treat, it's a great thing for the kids. They don't have to traipse all over the neighborhoods. They just go from one car.
That's a great thing for the families, I think, for the parents. Right.
Adults as well, no doubt about that. So again, visiting with Lesley of Grow Clinton. Any other events coming up, Les?
I think that's the big stuff. Of course, the Halloween parade is on the 30th.
Right.
It's always the Monday before Halloween, so it's on the 30th.
And I know in Clinton, Mayor Scott Madison said Trick or Treat will be on Halloween Tuesday, the 31st. But
yes,
we'll find out from the other communities in the area when they'll be doing their trick or treating.
Right. I know Fulton is also the same time, Halloween, and I believe Comanche is also. I believe they're all doing it on Halloween, trick or treating.
All right. Very good. Now, you were just downriver. Talking about the river.
I was in Burlington on Friday. It was part of my in my capacity with the Mississippi River Parkway Commission, and we meet quarterly in person. So it was our quarterly meeting where we're doing all the fun budget conversation stuff, but also it was a celebration because one of our commission members was very instrumental in getting a $1.7 million grant for the Cascade Bridge, which is down there in the south, and it helps connect the Mississippi River Parkway. It's been unusable for many years, and so this will make it safe for people to use again to connect the actual Great River Road. So that was exciting.
You know, we are so fortunate here in Clinton to have 2 bridges. You got the North and the South Bridge. I know sometimes communities, well, like, for example, from Sebula to Dubuque, there is no bridge to cross the Mississippi.
Right. And really all of these little communities in between us and the Quad Cities, they have to make a choice where they're going to cross.
Yeah, that is true. So how'd you get involved with the Parkway?
So that's part of my role in the Director of Tourism role. There are a lot of these extra side roles, I guess, that I take on. So I work with the Mississippi River Parkway Commission. I work with the Iowa Scenic Byways Commission. I can't remember the word they use on there, but it's like a commissioner or director there. And I represent the Great River Road again for the Scenic Byways. I'm on the marketing committee for ITIP, which is Iowa Tourism Industry Partners. And as such, for example, I knew when they had a meeting coming up, and I was able to fill out the RFP, and we actually received that contract. So we're hosting a meeting, a leadership meeting they have in February with 50 people. So Clinton will be hosting that.
Well, that'll be great.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Because that's part of your budget is to get people into our hotels and motels.
Right, and that's really an area that I'm focusing more heavily on is meetings and tours, group tours, bus tours. You get the tours from the banks and stuff like that. So we've had a few of them already. We have more coming up, and that's really cool.
Now, again, visiting with Lesley from Grow Clinton, you say you're going to be down in Rock Island, kind of along the same lines with the river.
Yes, so the next couple of days is another conference on the Mississippi River. It's actually put out by a different group that I haven't been involved with yet, so I'm interested in learning more about them. But specifically, this one is going to do some efforts. Some of the workshops and stuff will be around the topics of doing tourism on two sides of the river, which of course we have that here. They have that, the meetings in Rock Island, and of course they have that there in the Quad Cities. So I think that's a really fun and unique thing we have. I think that it makes us a really interesting and cool attraction to say we're a bi-state attraction. So I'm interested to hear how other people are doing that same thing.
Yeah, no, it is interesting to be right there on the river, Illinois on one side, Iowa on the other. I know when you have various groups come in, you'll take them over to Fulton to see the windmill, the Heritage Cultural Center, and things like that.
Absolutely. And it's fun because people don't realize that it's so close. I used to live in DeKalb, which is only 100 miles away, right, into Illinois. It's not very far. And people just think that this is the other side of the earth or something. So I would be, an hour away in the Quad Cities, and work would call. They'd say, I'm sorry, I'm in Iowa. I can't do anything. And they just thought I was, you're in another state. I'm like, okay, well, honestly, I'm just going to Iowa for dinner. So...
No
or
problem.
Illinois for dinner as it goes.
Yeah, no problem. So what else is coming up for you as we get, is it tourism all year round? I mean, I would imagine summer is the biggest.
Right. Well, actually, that's fun that you mentioned that. So the week after, I have a 2-day conference in Mason City, Iowa. It's part of what Travel Iowa puts out quarterly for their Tourism Insider meetings, and specifically the topic addressed in this one is off-season tourism, because definitely a lot of the Midwest is an outdoor location. A lot of Iowa, we are outdoor attractions. And so how do we keep that going in the winter? How do we promote our indoor attractions? And so I'm excited to hear more about that and find out what other communities are doing.
Well, that is interesting. Now, you've been here couple of years now?
It'll be 3 years in January.
Okay, so you're building some networking, and how has that helped you?
It's just helped so immensely. So I'm really somebody that likes practical, hands-on, concrete things. And so I'm reaching the point where I know people well enough that I can call them up and say, but how did you do this thing? Like, I need to do this in my community. How did you do this? And get really... great information and tips, and people say, watch out for this thing, or don't forget this part of it. So it's cool.
So we're getting toward, wintertime, but you're looking ahead, I would imagine, to 2024. If you could look into your crystal ball, what are some of the big things that you're looking forward to in the next year?
Well, one of the really exciting things is that we just booked a bass tournament again. So that was kind of in the works last time I was here, but we did officially book it since I was here last. So they'll be here in September next year. And it is the Iowa Bass Nation, and the one that was here like 2 years ago. Right. We're doing some different things where they'll be doing weigh-in in the Riverview parking lot, or not parking lot, Riverview bandshell area now. So that's exciting, instead of being in a parking lot like they were last time. So that's really cool, been able to work with that. Of course, Tailgate and Tall Boys. Yes. The Bound for the Kingdom Christian Music Festival, he's got a couple of new sponsors who are really trying to get the next level of entertainment in, because of course that all takes a lot of money. And but that's in August next year, and he's working on that. I was at my first meeting for that last week.
How many different meetings and committees are you on?
I counted it up. I think there are like maybe 17 different committees that I actually attend meetings regularly.
Oh my goodness, that is
a lot.
incredible. Yes, people would like to find out more about tourism.
Right. For right now, get on Facebook, go to Visit Clinton, Iowa, or Visit Fulton, and that's the best way. We are working on rebuilding our website, so hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have a different place to send you. But for now, go to Facebook.
All right, very good. Thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
in.